to be aligned with something that really nurtures the soul, and not something that just sounds good and sounds like mystical and interesting, really gives a lot of food to your mind. I mean, I have no shortage of having studied those mystical traditions, and having studied that, I can say is nice high-level mind, is nice spiritual mind. And one of the hardest things to let go of is actually high-level mind. One of the hardest things for spirit to dissolve is a really entrenched mind that has a lot of spiritual concepts that are able to formulate and extrapolate a lot of high-level defense mechanisms that look more advanced than all religions and philosophies and gurus combined. But really, if you're really looking for what's true, at a certain point you've got to get quite wise about it and feel what's really true and what's actually really real in a situation, and even in a thought stream, what has the quality of realness. Not just that it sounds real and that it sounds digestible to the mind. I wouldn't rely on what the mind digests as an accurate view of what's true. I would feel into its quality. Anything you're digesting, feel into its quality. If it's actually flowering from a spontaneous realness, and not from strong thoughts that sound right or sound revolutionary or Zen-like, but really a flowering quality that it can look very Zen, it can look very traditional, it can look very religious, it can look like anything, it can look innocent, but if it's really resonating on a more real level, you're gonna have to notice what that realness really entails. Like, what are the qualities of realness that flower through you? What are the qualities of realness that are flowering through your family, your friends? To really almost nurture them. Nurture all those qualities within yourself and everyone around you in a way that's bringing a goodness to the whole of it. Not as a moral goodness, like just as a goodness in the sense that is bringing realness to what you're actually already living. That is actually aligning where you're at with what's actually real. Not some very high convoluted concept of what's real. Not some high extrapolation of what can be real, or some fancy theory or fancy integrated philosophy, but something that's actually feeding you from within, feeding you as the within, feeding the whole of you, not just your person, but everyone in your life, every part of your life, shall we say. Instead of just individuals, see that all the parts are moving as a whole in a harmonious way that's flowering. And I would say that when you feel that realness, you become that realness. And when you feel and become that realness, you encounter a lot of realness in life. You encounter a lot of aliveness in life that is both real and alive, obviously. And I wouldn't stop at that. I would allow it to expand. Because enlightenment is not a fixed point. It's not, I know you see these yantras, and it's like, you see all the triangles, like the Sri yantra or something, and they all represent how it's coming more and more, and then you're in the point, the bindi, the focal point. And in the way you dissolve into that. And that's the beginning. And that's the beginning of a great adventure, and a great unfolding, and a great rediscovery of what it is to be everything and nothing, and a coming back to those petals, shall we say, of before, what you were seeking to move away from and into that center, and dissolve into that, and surrender to that. Now you move back into everything, and you experience it all fresh and new again for the first time. So I'm just going to leave it at that for today, just having talked a little bit about realness and about what it means to unfold that in ourselves. And I wish you a good day and a good life. Namaste.